Islam Makhachev rolls over Bobby Green in a matter of 3 minutes and 23 seconds. Now, believe it or not, Bobby Green managed to last longer than Dan Hooker did in their fight, which is probably a win in and of itself. But as soon as Islam Makhachev got his hands on Bobby Green, it was game over. He outstruck Bobby Green total strikes 30-11 for significant strikes 14-9. But Bobby Green never really got going, and I guess we should have thought about this. Folks, I did want to just make a note real quick. Sometimes we romanticize these matchups, man. Sometimes you pretty much know what's going to happen. I think the clear thing we should have predicted was Islam Makhachev within one for Bobby Green. If he could smash all these other dudes, the Davi Ramoses, the Drew Dobers, the Dan Hookers, all of these guys, why not Bobby Green? And we gave all the arguments for why Bobby Green could put up a very formidable challenge or a valiant effort, but I made a statement, AJ, last week, and I said Bobby Green, win or lose, is in the top 15 come the Tuesday update rankings, and that's not going to happen, brother. Not at all. Not with this effort. I romanticized it, folks, and I apologize to you right there. I apologize to myself, first off, man, because this is some bullshit right here. I hope you got my $10 that I sent you, AJ, over this fucking not landing the takedown for Bobby Green. I am a man of my word. But listen, man, this is just as clear as day. Obviously, Bobby Green is the golden voice here on the Bloody Water podcast, so we got to support our boy. But sometimes there's a difference between blind support, blind faith, and looking at the reality of the situation. And I think that we fudged up a little bit. Even though we both picked for Makhachev, I think that maybe we hyped up Bobby Green, and even in the eyes of our viewers and the people who listen and watch our show, maybe we gave a little bit of a false bravado or a false confidence in the hopes of Bobby Green getting the nod. Yes, we both officially picked for Makhachev, but brother, this was ugly. This was bad. This was not the moment that Bobby Green needed right here. I think he needed a little more of a valiant effort to be able to actually capitalize on the moment. Give me your take on this, because clearly I am a disappointed man here. So give me your take, brother.
I think it's a little bit of Monday morning quarterbacking, man. I think I do think it obviously very impressive fight for Makhachev. He did what he did. My first note that I wrote down is "Welp." Yep. Like, what do we expect? You know, that's kind of it is what it is. It's how it's gonna go. I do think we romanticized it a little bit for Bobby Green, but there was a moment in that fight, man, when the thing started off, and Makhachev started striking, he threw that head kick. I was like, oh shit, this might be a better fight for Green, man. I almost put some money down on Green, like a bigger prop bet than I thought on for Green. I'm glad I didn't at the end of the day, but you know, there's something, he had it going, he had it feeling until, you know, those hands got locked around his waist, and then it was, you know, dump and run after that. Hard win, not what Bobby Green wanted, man. And I mean, what did we expect? You know, I was even thinking, because I think Dan Hooker was also a late fight replacement for Makhachev. He's kind of getting good names, but not the hardest fights out of these good names that he's fighting. So it's interesting to see how the hit list of Makhachev is pretty deep. You know, it has some good names on there: Dan Hooker, Bobby Green, all these fighters that we've been talking about, but not necessarily the prepared good fighters that he's had. It is a lot. I mean, obviously not his fault. What is he going to do? Your opponent pulls out. It's not his fault. So interesting to see, but I still, you know, I would have liked to see more. I definitely thought there was more for Bobby Green that he could have had. Yeah. Just Makhachev, man, dominated, man. And I wanted to ask you this, just because obviously you're not going to be mad at this, but Islam Makhachev, hardest training camp of his career, so he says, just to go in there and beat your opponent in 3 minutes handedly, barely take anything back. You know, it's like he walked out of there unscathed, didn't hurt him. Told everyone, he's like, I told you I was going to do this. I don't know why you doubted me. You know what I'm saying? But he's quickly becoming Smesh style, Khabib style. You know what I mean? Trying to talk a little bit. I don't know if he ended up talking to Bobby Green at all, because it didn't seem like Bobby Green talked much to Islam Makhachev, just because you're in fear for your life. You just stay away from me, please. You saw Bobby Green pulled you know what I mean? Yeah, man. For folks who are just listening, it's when you put both of your hands out and you just panic and say, please don't hurt me. You know what I mean? But big win by Islam Makhachev. There's really nothing else we can say, but he is going to be fighting the winner of Oliveira and Gaethje. They fight in May, so we'll see what happens there. He rolled over him. He smashed him. Performance bonus of the night? Not quite. That was reserved to Sarukian and Wellington Turman. But either way, that was a big win, AJ.